Welcome to the Applied Behavior Analysis program at National Louis University. I know I speak for the full faculty when I say we're excited to get to know you. This week, we'll be reviewing some important resources and skills that will be of use to you during your whole time in this program. During this first day of orientation, we'll be covering the general university and program requirements and technology expectations. During every day of every class in this program, your go-to resource is going to be the Activities and Assignments page on D2L. Overall class expectations and weekly requirements are listed in each course's syllabus, but there will be much more detail on D2L. About a week before each module's class time, at minimum, go to your current course's Activities and Assignments pages on D2L. During this orientation, there's a separate Activities and Assignments page for every day of the week. Today, a lot of information is provided on this first module's page. You're not expected to read all of it in full, but be sure to keep the links on hand for future reference. Most, if not all of your questions about the ABA program and National Louis University in general should be answered in the University Catalog, NLU Student Guidebook, or ABA Student Handbook. While this recording will be reviewing some basic features of D2L, additional detailed tutorials are linked on the Activities and Assignments page as well. Note that this orientation will be testing many specific skills with regards to using D2L and Microsoft Word, including posting on discussion boards, replying to discussion posts, taking quizzes and viewing feedback, formatting assignments in APA style, uploading assignments, and viewing and applying assignment feedback. This way, when those expectations arise in your classes, you'll be ready. Here is a basic view of a D2L course. You can see that there are many different components. They may show up on different parts of the page depending on the course. For example, at number 1, you can see Updates. Here you'll see notifications about activities in the course. This might include discussion posts that you haven't read yet, or assignments or quizzes that you haven't completed yet. The Content Browser widget at number 2 is very important. This is your guide to every module of every course. By clicking on each module folder, you'll see all of the links to the pages of information about the module content. You're strongly encouraged to review every page in each module folder as the weeks go by. In the orientation course, you'll find the calendar on the bottom right of the page at number 3. The calendar will highlight upcoming assignment due dates, but be very sure to look at all of the assignment details on each module's Activities and Assignments page. In some cases, assignments are completed on websites outside of D2L, and as such will not appear on the calendar. Course announcements are shown at number 4. Anytime your instructor posts a message for everyone in the course to read, you'll see it here. If you click on Announcements and then click on Notifications, you can set it up to send you an email whenever an announcement is posted. Finally, at number 5, you can see the links to each D2L course page. Clicking on Content allows you to see an expanded version of the Content Browser widget. Discussions is where you'll find every discussion board, though they will also be linked under each module when posts are required. Similarly, you can find all of a course's assignments under the Assignments link. It's no longer called Dropbox. However, individual assignments will also be linked to each module in which they're due. After an assignment has been submitted and graded, clicking this link will allow you to see your grade and any instructor feedback. Clicking Grades is another way to look at your scores, but will not display instructor feedback on files that you've submitted. You need to click Assignments for that. Reviewing instructor feedback is very important, and as such, some classes will require you to download your feedback and then re-upload assignments applying that feedback. A few more important links are under Other Tools. You can find contact information for your professor and fellow student under Class List, all upcoming quizzes for the course under Quizzes, and you can review your own completions of ongoing course requirements under User Progress. On to some other online tools beyond D2L. You may be wondering why you've been given 2 email accounts at NLU. One will end in my.nl.edu, and one will end in d2l.nl.edu. You will need to access both regularly. To access your NLU email, click on the email link within the student portal at my.nl.edu. To access your D2L email, click on the email icon when you're signed in to view one of your courses. By clicking on Settings, you can arrange for your D2L email to be sent automatically to your NLU email address. To ensure you're informed on all things NLU, as well as all things related to your current courses, it's a good idea to check both email accounts on a regular basis, every other day at minimum. It is a requirement at NLU that professors use your NLU addresses to communicate with you. This system ensures both that your privacy is being protected and that we can communicate effectively with you when sharing information related to your student records and NLU account. The primary NLU account is used for university-wide communications, such as events, important department communications, and weather alerts. It's the main university-wide contact mechanism, and you'll also use it for correspondence with student services, usually your professors as well. Microsoft Office will be a requirement in every course during this program. Using these programs is the only way to ensure that you're consistently formatting things in APA style, and that the same formatting will show up for your professor. It's also by far the easiest and most reliable way to see your professor's feedback and track changes. Usually, you'll stick with Microsoft Word, but you may sometimes be asked to create presentations with PowerPoint, and you'll also often be graphing data in Microsoft Excel. The great news is that you can get access to these programs for free as an NLU student. Be sure to download these as soon as possible. You'll be completing a couple of assignments in Microsoft Word during this orientation. Other programs such as Google Docs, Pages, Free Open Office, etc. will not work reliably for all of your program needs. A hugely important facet of Microsoft Word is the Review tab. This is how you'll see feedback from your professors. In order to see the feedback, click Review highlighted in red here. Then, click the drop-down menu to the right of Track Changes. Selecting All Markup in this menu will show you every change and comment that your professor has made. Sometimes your professors will make changes directly to the text of your papers, and sometimes they'll make comments. Comments show up like this. Sometimes you'll be asked to reply to the comments by clicking on the Reply button and typing your answer. Finally, you occasionally will be asked to add to your paper using Track Changes. In that case, click Track Changes, highlighted here, and then select Track Changes again so that the button turns dark gray. When you do this, all of your typing will appear in a different color and underlined. Be sure to only turn Track Changes on when asked by a professor. The last component of basic NLU and program technology is cloud storage. This isn't exactly a strict requirement, but it's strongly encouraged. It's so easy to lose your files if you work on different computers, and using something like Google Drive or Dropbox will prevent that from happening. These services will let you save your documents to your computer, but will also automatically upload those documents to the internet. Then, you can download them on any other computer to work on them, or install Google Drive or Dropbox such as the documents will sync up automatically. If you ever forget to turn in an assignment when you're at home or at work, or lose your USB drive, cloud storage will save you. To get this to work, you will at the very least need to download the cloud storage system on one computer. To do so for Google Drive, navigate to www.drive.google.com and look for the link that says Get Backup and Sync for Windows or Mac. At www.dropbox.com, you'll need to click the icon at the top right of the screen and then click on Install in the drop-down menu. Once either program is installed on your computer, you'll then just need to save your course files to the program folder and make sure that the program is running regularly to sync the files. Please feel free to ask for assistance from a professor if you need any help setting up cloud storage. One module down. You've probably noticed that we're getting used to being online fairly often, interacting with course material. Again, you'll be expected to check your email every other day at minimum, and many courses in this program will require you to log on and complete activities throughout the week. If you don't have consistent internet access at home or at work, on this module's D2L page there is a link to find free access to computers throughout Chicago. Remember, be sure to take a look at all of the pages under the Module 1 folder in D2L. You'll note that a discussion post is due by midnight on day 1 of orientation. You can find the Introduction discussion board linked on another page in the Module 1 folder, or by clicking the Discussions tab at the top of the D2L page.